I'm Amy.
I'm Delia.
And I'm Wendell. And welcome to
Yes,
But
Why
Podcast. Yeah.
I feel like my dad is like accidentally like I hate when people use this phrase, but like accidentally the most woke white dude who's ever existed. It's so funny. Like
I don't know what woke really means.
It's everyone. There's like 35 buzzwords that we all know about that no one in the real world knows about or gives a fuck about. Like it's so funny. You see people like on Twitter yelling at each other about all this bullshit, and it's like no one in the real world knows what you're talking about. No one. I literally had to explain to my mother what mansplaining was. That's literally. It's fucking insane. Like that's like the levels of weirdness of that are nuts. But
did you record that?
No, I just asked her like randomly. I was like, "Hey, do you know what this is?" And she was like, "Because I'll do that every once in a while just to gauge actual America. I'll be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or do you know what this is?" And she'll just be like, what? No? Like, this is what that is. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, all right, whatever. It's fucking weird. She's an odd woman. But we were, what are we talking about? I was at work all day, so my brain's on fire.
You mentioned your dad being...
Oh, so he's like, it's funny, because like...
he's woke.
I feel like everyone does this thing where they go home for Thanksgiving, and every white person I know goes on Facebook, and they go like, "Oh boy, time to have Thanksgiving dinner. Listen to old Uncle McRacist, whatever, say all this horrible stuff. Ooh, extra wine for me to get through." Like everyone hates everyone has this thing where it's like they want to be the only good white person that has ever existed.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're so fucking condescending. Like, what the hell's... How do you think people feel when you say shit like that? Like, it's fucking weird. And so, in my head, I'm like, that never happens. When I go home, they're just not like that. So, like, I go home... Like, I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, yeah, my dad, like, it's funny. Like, I've never heard my dad say anything racist, sexist. I've heard him say a rich... I've never heard him say a curse word, to be honest with you. Like, he's just like that. It's just funny. Like, he's, like... the most accidentally decent human, and like I never...
You sure it's accidental?
I think so. I think it's just him. It's just weird, man. It's like I remember when I was in LA in February to see my brother and to do some shows, and well, just do one show, but I was out there and I don't know why, cheesy, hard-boiled dialogue to me is like the funniest thing ever. Like we just filmed this thing, a promo. We do this dumb thing. So for the show that me and Chris run at Spider House, we have this character that someone comes through named Johnny M, and it's just John Mendoza, who's a comedian, and he just has like a jacket and glasses. And his bit is that he was a comedian huge in the 90s who stabbed a fan and went to jail. And every time he comes on, we're always like, "Yep, he's gonna be he's due to be executed tomorrow," but he's but like they've let him do one last show, and he always escapes. It's stupid as fuck. But the hard-boiled dialogue we wrote for him for his promo. It's so bad. It's him just like staring at a wishing well, and then he just goes, and the voiceover is "What will I say when I meet my maker?" And he just looks up to the sky, and then the voiceover goes, "Is that all you got?" I laughed so hard. I was like, that's so fucking dumb. I love shit like that. And so when I was in LA, I was talking to my brother, and I would just say stuff to him like, "Hey, they say LA is a city of angels, but I've seen my fair share of devils on these mean streets." Like, could you stop doing this?
Just to make you feel cooler, if you put the headphones on, it sounds real legit. Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Oh yeah, so you feel fancy now. You've been telling stories and it's been great, but now you know what it's
now it's
really
going to go
about.
downhill so quick. Just me being like, well, I don't know if I can say this, but...
You can say whatever you want. I'm really not concerned about somehow anybody hearing something that's bad.
That's what makes us the best country in the world.
I just feel like the headphones make it feel like we're sitting next to each other's souls.
Oh.
like yeah, we're just sitting here, but it's more intimate.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you're right.
You know, a lot of Buddhist philosophers say that human souls are actually in headphones. A lot of people don't know that.
I did hear that. I did hear that Bose, that's their thing in Asia.
I thought
Well,
it was.
Asian
I
place.
thought it was photos. You know, like you take a photo of somebody and you get their soul.
I think
You're being ridiculous. It's not in photos; they're in headphones. Come on, would you believe this?
I think that was the Romans who thought that.
The Romans and their many headphones and photos.
Yes.
Back in the 1990s, the Romans.
Yep.
Yeah, a little known.
Wendell! Oh my god!
Oh my god! We just put the headphones on because we were like,
No, that's fine. This whole thing can
I
happen
guess.
without me. It's fine.
No, we were just chatting and then we were like, well, I guess
I saw the
he's.
record sign on. I was like, wow.
No, I just turned it on like just 2 seconds ago.
Nice.
Wendell just got here. Pat Dean's here. Amy's here, and I'm also here. We didn't do an intro.
We thought you were dead.
Yeah, are
Yeah,
you
no,
alright? We're concerned about your life.
It's weird
Are you
how
okay?
like just losing these like dumb materialistic things. I wish I'd gone down with them. You know, like
No.
it's just a rough day. Like my nephew is here visiting, and that just sucked all the fun out of the day because like the most I could do was like keep my heart rate low. That was it. Like I just didn't like throw a tantrum about it.
How old's
But,
your
like,
nephew?
He's 18.
Oh.
And his phone got wet in the incident, so like he suffers as well. But yeah, I'm just trying not to like turn into like a supervillain about this right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you made it. We were afraid that perhaps you were anticipating our regular 9 p.m. start time.
No, yeah, I had to take the bus, and I also had to like chill out for a minute. And,
Yeah, definitely. Would you like a water? There's some in the fridge.
yeah, totally.
There's water. I think there might be one Bush beer if you want to take the
Ooh,
last
Bush.
beer.
What was the incident that you were referring to?
I'm just a
Kill a
goofy
man?
son of a bitch, and my kayak flipped over, and I had the kayak with all the stuff in it, and lost my glasses, my phone, and my wallet. So yeah.
To be fair, those aren't like bullshit material. Those are pretty like essential.
Yeah, and it's like I'm very blind. I'm so blind, you guys. Like it's
Do you have contacts or you just winging it?
I have like one pair of very old contacts that are already like rubbing my eyes raw right now.
He's
Yeah.
blind to clocks. That's why I got here so late.
I'm like jazz
Great.
singer blind, you know? Like I'm just
Jazz singer blind.
yeah. No, I mean
Fuck, I've never heard that before. That's
Yeah.
great.
it would impress you to
I
watch me
think
play a
it's
musical
horrifying
instrument.
is what it is. That's why you've never heard of before.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. If I were to like start playing piano, you guys would all be very like blown away right
Man.
now.
Is
How do
there-
you find the keys? It's crazy.
Did you bring a piano with you, maybe, or?
No, but I might
No?
bump into one sometime.
There's one right outside.
I assume there is at least one in this building.
I guess
yeah.
one will
Oh, there's-
find you when you're ready.
That shirt's amazing, by the way, guy.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Like,
It's just my work shirt, but I wear it well. It smells like grilled onions and failed dreams.
That's such a good smell.
speaking of grilled onions, is that what's filling out this trail mix? Is that
No,
what this
that's
is?
coconut.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
It's coconut.
They
Feel
look
free to
like
have
fingernails.
Feel
It
free
was
to
like
have-
Nosferatu's
Yeah.
fingernails.
Feel free to have some M&Ms and fingernails. That's what I've put together for
Texture,
you guys.
yeah, all of that. Yeah.
Oh, those are
I'm
failed
gonna have
dreams.
some. That's what a
And
failed dream is.
Fingernails, M&Ms.
Failed dreams and fingernails.
And like carrots that somebody forgot on the ground.
I think. I don't think those are carrots.
I think those are like
I don't know what they are.
Apricots or
Apricots? Is that what apricots are?
Papaya?
papaya. There it is. I think it's papaya.
Sure.
It tastes papaya-esque.
Does it taste like a carrot?
No.
My palate was blinded by the M&M.
Oh, I thought you were going to say blinded by your lack
So
of
it was really hard for me to
glasses.
like pull any flavor through that.
I thought he was going to say blinded by the light.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had pencil.
Wrapped up like a deuce. Another run of the night. Very sad. It's a rock and roll song. I'm not a big rock and roll guy. I just listen to different versions of the national anthem. That's the only thing on my iPod. If you look at it,
Okay.
19 different artists, 19 different national anthems.
You only have 19 tracks on the whole thing.
The whole
waste
thing. It's
of all the gear.
$250. Why did I buy this?
Now, do these 19 artists, do they like really bring something different to the table with the national anthem? Do they really change it up? Is
No,
it like-
I find that disrespectful when people change it around. So no, just pretty much the basic thing.
Okay,
Again,
okay,
now that I'm
yeah.
saying it out loud, I'm realizing how bad of a purchase it is. Nobody's perfect.
I guess I'm just kind of surprised that you got the national anthem with the lyrics in it instead of just the instrumentals.
Yeah, no, those songs are for cowards.
Okay,
If the words aren't in it, what's the point? That's why a lot of jazz is bullshit. It's like, oh, you can play the trumpet, big deal. I could do it if I,
But if you were
practice.
blind, that would be great.
Yeah,
That would
it'd be
impressive.
great if I was
Yeah.
Man, I feel like maybe because I can play jazz bass. So are you saying I should gouge my eyes out and become a blind jazz musician? Because it's been a number of years since I've played
Absolutely,
jazz.
that is exactly what I'm saying.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
no,
yeah.
I mean,
Do you,
I
do
can
you
play
have any scissors
saxophone.
or?
I can play saxophone, but like right now,
What?
with like as a sighted person, that just equates me to Kenny G.
As a sighted American,
yeah.
that's what
Yeah, if you were blind, then you'd be a lot cooler.
Yeah, no.
that's what Hillary has to get to win: the sighted American votes and the pescatarians. If she can get the pescatarians on her side, I've said that for years.
Because the pescatarians and the sighted Americans are surely Trump votes.
Look, pescatarians control the media, okay? I'm sorry. Someone has to say it. I'm fucking sick of it. Someone has to be brave enough to stand up to these people. Oh, I eat fish, but nothing else? You're not gonna eat a chicken?
Fish isn't like the cabbage of the sea. It's still a protein.
It's damn near a person.
Arguably so, especially like tuna. Tuna are like
Let me ask you something.
Dolphin?
Let me ask you something, Amy. Do fish have mothers?
Yes.
Case closed. If you're a pescatarian and you listen to this, first of all, fuck you. And second of all, I'm on to you. I know your game, and I'm not impressed by it. Delia's not impressed either.
I'm just really saddened that we're losing all of our pescatarian listeners.
No, I'm telling
get
you,
'em back.
you don't need these people. You don't need them. Name one. Okay, here's a challenge. Name one pescatarian that has ever contributed to the public discourse. You can't. Right.
Does Tillicum from Blackfish count? Because he
Does
only
what?
eats
The what?
fish. Tillicum from Blackfish, the orca.
Oh.
That's technically a pescatarian. He only eats fish.
Is that a person?
No, it's the whale.
It's a whale.
It's the whale.
I think whales can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Oh, don't they eat plankton?
I mean, they're the smartest people. No,
I think plankton
like regular whales
cleans-
do.
I think
Orcas-
let's still make you a pescatarian.
orcas
yeah.
eat. They eat like bait fish and people when they're mad.
Or
Do you guys
pressed
see that
memories
there's a whale that's apparently died and is decomposing off of the Australian shore, Australian shore, and it looked so crazy that like they were like, "What the hell is that?" They thought it was some sort of because apparently it collects air and then blows up and flips upside down, so it's like the underbelly of the whale is like large over the ocean, and they were like, "What the hell is that thing?" And they had to go
Whoa.
out and figure it out, and be like, "It's okay, it's not an alien or some sort of
Jeez.
monster coming to get us. It's just a dead whale
That's a lot.
rotting in the ocean."
Like you think off the coast of Australia, they'd just be like, "Oh, here's a new thing that's probably going to kill us all the time."
I think that's what they think all the time.
That's just all that
probably why
ever
they went to
happens
check.
here.
I guess
Yeah.
Australia does seem to be a country or a continent that's just filled with things exclusively trying to murder you.
Yeah, I imagine everybody in that like township was just out like on the shore, ready to just fist fight it as it approached the shore.
Well, they're a hardy bunch, those Australians.
Sure. I actually
Russell
didn't-
Crowe, you heard of this guy?
Right?
He evidently is Australian. Who else?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Yes, he's Wolverine.
Yeah, he is manly as all get out.
He's jacked.
Speaking of manly, Nicole
he is.
Kidman, that's another, and Keith Urban.
Keith Urban,
Yeah.
Manly.
country musician,
Wait.
superstar.
Oh, okay.
He's,
I was thinking of Carl Urban. Who knows? Maybe he's Australian.
Who's
I think he's
Carl
German.
Urban?
He's an actor.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
He's in Star Trek. He's in. I don't know what else. I know he's been in other.
Is that Data?
things.
I was like, I'll be honest, I don't know who
in
Keith
Star
Urban
Trek.
is either.
He's in the new Star Trek.
Oh, Carl Urban.
He plays the doctor character.
Oh,
Okay.
Judge
Bones?
Dredd.
Bones?
Jaws.
Yeah, he's Judge Dredd.
Yeah,
That's the one thing I know him
Ryan,
from,
Magoo.
and you never see his face because he keeps the mask on, so
Yeah.
I don't know what he looks like.
But this is the important part of his face. Is
His mouth?
Nose down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
He
he
kind
just.
of looks like Matt LeBlanc, but younger to me.
Fuck, can we get him on the podcast?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
probably-
sure.
I think we.
Carl,
know.
all right, Carl, I'm not technically a member of the podcast.